And we are back with some more Fate. I just had to sync up the audio. Last time we talked to Saber. This time we're going to be talking to Saber. Later, Saber, Tosaka, and I are in the living room. I said Saber so much that it just didn't click. I just woke up. Saber was in this living room, and Tosaka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago. And now... Shiro, how do you use the air conditioner? The scene I saw when I called was... Oh no, she brought things over. Ugh, this. Man, how can I put this? I think I may have allied with a terrible person. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. I rarely have guests at this house. You say as you have Sakura over almost every day. That must make the situation even stranger, although at this point he probably doesn't consider her a guest and just like part of the family. No, first of all, the appearances of these two don't really fit this Japanese style. And I don't know, I mean, maybe Tosaka, yeah, but I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. If you two don't mind, I'd like to talk about what to do from now on. Hold on, I want to decide on something before that. Alright? Sure, what is it? About dinner, Shiro. You live alone, right? Well, yeah. And you have cooked for yourself, right? Of course, I'll get hungry if I don't eat. I see. Then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together for a while, so that should be helpful, right? You're right, I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're going to be living here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, and it'll be easier on me too. Then it's decided. So let's say it's Shiro's turn today. It's late already, so let's have our meeting after dinner. Huh? I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too? Oh, breakfast's fine. I don't eat breakfast. What's that? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast. Mind your own business. Don't cut into my lifestyle. Anyways, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay? Tosaka glares at me irritably. Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right? Certainly. If you'll prepare some for me. Food is an important source of energy. Alright, then be good, you two. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Tosaka and Saber from the kitchen. They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Tosaka, will understand the taste of tofu and natto. No, more importantly, Saber might not be used to chopsticks. I just had a stupid thought, but I saw those, like, these. What are those? Are those supposed to be like tongs? I can like figure out like what everything in this kitchen is, except for that. Are they tongs? I just had a funny image of like Saber trying to use those instead of chopsticks, and I was like, huh, that'd just be worse. Saber Huh. Okay, Saber might not be able to use chopsticks. I ponder this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes, so I can make with what's in the fridge. Anyways, there's some tofu, and thinking for a bit, I decided to make some deep-fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I have some chicken, so I'll make some teriyaki, and main dish. Drain the water off the tofu. Are your plans from now on determined, Rin? Who knows? I can't say much since I don't know any of information, but I think it's most important to find out about the other masters. There are 4 more masters I want to search for them. I want to search for them without them realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go perfectly. I told them to be good, so what's with that dangerous conversation? Can't they see I'm busy making dinner for the 3 of us? Oh, they aren't even looking. Tosaka. Not 4, 5. The only masters we know are you and me. I yell, holding the big... What about Ilya? What are you talking about? You, me, Ilyasville. Makes 3. Did you forget about Berserker? Oh. Oh yeah, that girl is a master too. Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still. I can't believe a girl that small is a master who mercilessly tried to kill us. I understand. You're you, so I bet you didn't see her as an enemy. It's fine, so concentrate on cooking. It'll be a problem if you can't, if I can't judge how good you are. I don't know how my cooking skills affect her, but what she says is correct. The preparation will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now. Speaking of which, I'm hungry. Iliasville, you must be Berserker's master. Reen, you seem to know her. Yeah, I know her name. Ainsburn is a Magus family. Magus family lineage that has almost made it to the Holy Grail a few times. So they're well accustomed to the Holy Grail war, shouldn't she? Now I'm starting to get into like, what are the differences between Zero and the normal war? Because I know that Saber's character is a bit different. I know that there are a couple changes, but I was like, shouldn't she like know this? Why is she asking? So they're well accustomed to the Holy Grail war. I think so. I don't know about the others yet, but I can't be wrong in saying that Iliasville is our biggest obstacle. Usually Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero. It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such an insane servant requires enormous amounts of magical energy. For example, if you became Berserker, I would not be able to talk like I am doing now. Removing all roles as a collaborator and specializing in battle is how Berserker is. But that is like subduing a wounded lion. A normal Magus would not be able to control it. I'll bet. Normal Magus cannot control Berserker even when some minor hero becomes it. But Iliasville summoned a top-grade hero, made him Berserker, and controlled him completely. It's irritating, but her ability as a master is on a completely different level. I feel the same way. Our current problem is that this exact master is after us. Why am I struggling so much to read? I can't even speak! Yeah. My archer hasn't healed enough to return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now? It will not be a problem if I am to fight normally, but I am not healed enough to fight Berserker. The injury from the battle against Berserker is healed, but it seems like it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lancer. I see. Then I guess all we can do is wait and see for now. Excuse me. I have a suggestion about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to keep him watched around the house? That's what I've been planning to do. I'll keep him watch on the roof, so we should know right away if anyone strange is approaching this place. This house has a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect. Though if Berserker comes and attacks us, all we can do is run. Yeah. The two are continuing on without me. That's rude. I'm a bit of, that'd actually be really annoying me if the show was like, hey, we should talk about what we're going to do from now on. Not until you make us some dinner. And then they start talking about the thing he wanted to talk about without him. That's actually really annoying. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka's too friendly with Saber. Who cares about that part? Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me. So it helps if Saber talks to her, but she seemed pretty friendly with you. The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? Alright. Put the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. I moved to the living room. Jeez, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. I put the tray in front of Tosaka. Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out? I'm not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? I glare at her. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that, makes a frightening smile or a frightened smile? Let me scroll! Makes a frightening smile. We were just deciding on the structure for cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber. I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me. You... Oh, was I mistaken then? Oh, then I'm sorry, Emiya. You just keep talking. I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. She really got me. Tosaka is still smiling and Saber is expressionless as always. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. In that way, dinner starts. And I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka. I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine her swinging around a sword. She was swinging around a sword. And well, how should I put this? Saber nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she's able to use chopsticks. On the other hand, Tosaka is... Alright, I'll win. She clenches her fist after taking a bite. Wait until tomorrow, Emiya. She shakes her clenched fist. God, have I done something bad? About what you guys were talking about. The two both raise their heads. Hold on. Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they both shouldn't react. What? Like, I get it that some people have trouble talking to, like, pretty people of the sex that they're attracted to. But, like, this is just getting to the point of, like, I'm just tired of hearing about it. Like, they just make me so tense. They're just so pretty, I just can't handle them both talking to me. Like, it's starting to become really grating. What are you referring to? About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking. I was searching for other masters for now? Yeah, that. I was wondering what exactly you were going to do. Well, we can only look for them slowly. Oh yeah, can you at least sense other Amagi's presence? It'll be easy if that's the case. No. I went to the same school as you for 2 years, and I still didn't realize you were a Magus, Tosaka. Well, in all fairness, she didn't realize you were a Magus either. Just as I thought. Well, granted, that's just because he's a little weak boy, but... Just as I thought. Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presence, so it should be impossible to find them from their traces anyways. How about you, Saber? I hear servants can detect other servants. I can somewhat, but only when they're using their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them within about 200 meters radius. I see, so we'll have to wait for their actions or find some place where it seems strange. If a master acts, their traces should remain, so that means we're going to try and find those. So are you saying we should search throughout the town? No, you shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too, so that'll tell them right away that you're a master. For now, we shouldn't take the initiative until we're prepared. Go through life as you were, and don't let them know that you're a master. Hide the command spell so no one will see it. Try not to go to desolate places. Come home before dark, and what else? Please try to take your servant with you when you go outside. Can Archer guard you, Rin? I guess he can do that much. I'll have him ready in spirit form, so it should be okay. The problem is... my master. Right. Are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anywhere. It's our rule to stay out of people's sight, but some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day. Have Saber with you in that case of things like that. Alright, I'll try. I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber. What is it? Nothing. I'll give you more, so give me your bowl. No. I am fine. It was very good, Shiro. Oh, that was Saber talking. I look away before I realize. I can't even look at her normally, so how can I stay with her all the time? Oh, it's no good though. Saber can't become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school. School? Are you a student, Shiro? That's right. Oh, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school. Can't you not go to school, Shiro? I can't. If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school. There's no danger at school. There aren't many places with that many people. But... it's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies. I'm saying there won't be any emergencies, so I declare. I understand. If the master says so, I will obey. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. Jeez, it seems she's really selfish for her first day here. I should seize the initiative from now on. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult. And on the subject of difficulties, there's one more thing that's giving me trouble. No, rather the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand however much I talk to her. Saber, huh? She's not a bad person, but... Saber is back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room in the outbuilding. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. Honestly, I have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about her future. First of all, ignoring her being a servant and all, she's just a girl from a younger age. There are a lot of things I'll find out from talking to her, and most of all, I have to get used to her or Tosaka will constantly make fun of me. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to talk to her more lightheartedly. I return to my room. Next door, past this one sheet is Saber's room. Saber, are you awake? I am awake. Is something wrong, Master? Opening that sliding door silently, Saber enters. I hold on to my heart, pounding from having her actually in front of me. Calm down, I'm just going to talk to her as a master. Shiro, you do not look so well. Have your wounds opened up? No, that's not it. I'm fine already. Are you fine? Yes, there's no problem. With my current condition, it should take some time to fully heal, but I'm still above my average. I should be able to match anyone other than Berserker. Saber declares so. It's not confidence or boasting, she's probably just telling me the truth. I have no response. Saber's statement should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a slender girl to fight. I'll ask you something. Don't you have any other objective other than fighting? You're in this time, so don't you have anything else you want to do? Other objectives? I do not have any such things. Servants are only summoned to fight. Any other objectives are useless. Your statements are misdirected. I thought so. Pretty much asking one who is summoned to fight, not to fight. It's not that I want to tell her that. Well, how should I put this? Saber is lacking in humanity. It would be fine if she were only going to fight, but she's in front of me as an actual person, so I can't allow her to just fight. If Saber is actually here, I have to have her do something she enjoys. Hey, Saber. Servants are heroes from the past, right, so... I saw before I asked her what she was like before. I cannot tell you my real name. Saber said that before as a secret between us, so even when I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer. Shiro, it is not good to stop what you have begun, to say. I shall answer it if it is necessary. No, forget about it. I was just about to say something stupid. I say that averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it'll only prove that I'm a no-good master, repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't ask about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. That would be even more meaningless, though. I get that. I feel connected to that. Now I'm just gonna do what I want. If I can't ask her about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely. I'll ask her such things as what she likes and what she wants for breakfast and... Shiro, if you don't have any questions, may I ask you? Huh? You can, but what? About yesterday, you were cut by the Berserker while trying to save me. You remember that, is that correct? I remember what? You want to continue this morning's conversation? I know it's a thoughtless action, so don't remind me about it. It makes me feel sick. I feel the same way, but I feel that I must ask you to understand. Why did you stand up to Berserker? Did you not understand what might happen to you if you tried to approach us? I knew that. I understand that I'd be killed if I approached. But I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what happened afterwards. At that time, the most important things for me was saving Saber. Probably it was just that my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of getting killed. Sorry, I've forgotten. It happened in an instant, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably confused, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do something so suicidal. Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious? I don't tell her the truth, I just say something to get out of the situation. So in other words, you automatically tried to save me. It wasn't automatic, I told you I was confused. Something like that happens again, I'll probably be trembling. I see, that is normal for a human. No human would try to save another while ignoring their own life. Even heroes should be no exception to that. So if someone like that exists, They would be lacking something. If he continued with that missing thing, only tragedy would await. Her deep green eyes are trying to tell me something. She's trying to tell you that you're a big dummy. I take that and... You're persistent, Saber. I told you I was just confused. I'm scared to death too. I can't be a saint. If something like that happens again, I'll save myself before you. I deflected with heartless words. That is good. It should be no problem if it was just a misinterpretation on my part. Yes, you certainly are a coward. If you do not make any mistakes, you will become a proper Magus. Hey, what's with that? Do I look like a coward? Yes, very much so. Mostly the part where you try your best to accept the situation you are in. Such wisdom is sometimes called cowardice. It is the same as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise. She must be relieved. Saber says this smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovely and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say, and we end up staying in the room together for a while. Ooh? And I think, since my plan is around 20 minutes, and that was the end of a good scene, it was just the end of a scene, I think that's a good place to end. I guess I could give a few thoughts, just because I'm thinking some things, and I'm about to have to leave for a little bit, so that before I come back to record more, so I'll give it now before I forget. I really like Saber and Reen's interactions together, which I wasn't expecting, because I feel like in the animes, there's, nothing. Also, I haven't seen the Dean anime. I don't know if I stated that earlier in this series, but I haven't seen any of the Dean anime. But in Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel, there was, nothing, and then in Unlimited Blade Works, they were, whatever. But I really like them together. But I'm getting really... I don't like Shiro's chemistry with them. It's not necessarily, that I think he should be just an absolute mad lad, a complete Chad out there getting all the ladies, or anything like that. But, for me, what's important in, a story is, if the chemistry is enjoyable to read. And this just isn't. It's not because it's, he's awkward around them. I've read plenty of stories that have, the main character who you're seeing for, the lens, from the eyes of, is really awkward around just everybody. But, there's still ways to make that enjoyable to read for the audience, and this just really isn't doing that. I said it earlier, it's just kind of becoming a little grating. Shiro's character is becoming a little grating on me, honestly. And that's probably just because he spent so much time with Saber and Rin the past, how long? 5 or 6 episodes? So it's just, and that's weird, because I never felt that at all in the anime. Which I'm one of those weird people who I actually really like Shiro's character in the anime. He's one of my favorite characters. And people are talking about he's like this from the visual novel, he's like this from the visual novel. I'm but I kind of got that, not through a lot of dialogue or anything, or internal monologue, but just from his actions. I got that from his character, you know? I thought it was a little bit more subtle about it. And I can understand why people wouldn't like that as much, because, that leaves it up for a lot of interpretation instead of being more this is what he is sort of thing. So I can get why people wouldn't like it. But that's just me. This is the first time I'm sitting here I kind of am not enjoying Shiro as a character right now, and I've never thought that before, so this is weird. So hopefully, as the story goes on, either the way their interactions are written becomes more enjoyable to read, or should we just start getting a lot more characters around? Honestly, it is just kind of Shiro with, the ladies, huh? When he's around Sakura, he kind of talks to, his, at least an inner monologue is similar to, how it is around these two. And it's just not fun to read. It's really not. I'm not just saying that because he's, being oh, these girls are so pretty, and I'm thinking about them weird, and then not liking that. That's fine, you know? But it's just, getting to the point of being too repetitive. And that's something I've noticed a lot in this writing in general, is it's just very repetitive. So repetitive, dude. What was it? It was last episode where I just had to, skip through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they were re-explaining the servant class thing again. And it's, That would have been a moment like, it was like Saber being like, yeah, I can only be summoned as a Saber. And then Shiro goes in being like, oh yes, that's right, Saber servants can be summoned as yada yada yada, like this, and this, based on what they were like. And it's like, no, duh, we've had that explained 3 or 4 times already. You could have just left it as Saber saying, I can only be summoned as a Saber, and then Shiro being like, huh, neat. You know, something like that. Not obviously those exact words, but like, you know, just moving on. But, yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm, like, starting to fall back into not enjoying it almost exclusively because, like, Shiro's a protagonist. Again, I'm really liking Rin, and I'm really liking Saber, even though Saber hasn't, like, done much. But, like, I think she has, like, again, like, a good chemistry with Rin, and she's trying hard with Shiro, it seems, it feels like. So that's already making me like her. She obviously has, like, some character flaws already, but, like, they're not, like, bad. They're not things that make me dislike her. They're just flaws in her personality that I'm sure will get, like, worked out through the story, you know? But, with that, like, all being said, I'll go with it a little bit longer. If it does, I don't want, like, the problem is, I've already dropped, like, a series that I'm doing, just because I stopped enjoying the game, and I don't want to, like, consistently drop series, so I'm like, I'll give this a few more episodes. If it doesn't pick back up, then I might drop it. Just because if I'm not having fun, then I don't want to do it, is the thing. So I'll give it a few more episodes, like, probably like three max. And then if I don't enjoy it, then I'll just be done, you know? I don't think that's gonna happen, just because, like, it seems like when things are moving, it's really, really good. Like, I was loving, like, everything that happened, like, with Berserker and Ilya. Like, those 2 episodes were great, I felt. And, I actually really enjoyed, like, just Lancer in general has been great so far. So, like, his interactions with everybody, like, those have all been great. So it just depends on, like, what is happening. It depends on, like, how much I'm going to be enjoying it, which, no duh. But, like, you should be able to make your whole thing enjoyable, not just certain aspects of it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I doubt I'll cancel this, just because I am such a huge Fate fan. I'm sure I'll find something enjoyable in this, you know? But I just wanted to put that out there, just in case, like episode, like, 23 might be labeled, like, the last episode or something. I doubt it will be. Again, I don't want to make anyone scared, just because... Here's what I'm saying, I don't want to make anyone scared, just because, like, my Fate videos, are, like, for my channel at least, are relatively popular, so I'm glad that people are watching and enjoying. I've seen the analytics, people actually do watch these. And that's cool. So, which isn't why I want to continue doing them. I only want to continue series that I'm enjoying, hence why, again, I had to explain, like, there is a chance that I won't. But again, I'm sure I will find stuff to enjoy, regardless of what is happening, or at least stuff to talk about. Like, I do enjoy, like, kind of ending, like, these episodes, or having, like, discussions in the episodes, not just completely reading it, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.